It's 6 a.m. in Angkarn, a fishing community outside Phuket town. The children are up early, washed and dressed. They wait eagerly for the van to fetch them to school. School is a 45-minute ride away, with the van making a few stops to pick up more children. These poor Burmese children have crossed the border to Thailand with their parents who have come to look for jobs. They are on their way to the Good Shepherd Learning Center, which Sister Lakana Suksichit had almost single-handedly set up. For these kids, it is more than just a place to play and learn. It is also a place where they have a hope at a better future. But today, Sister Lakana has a desperate mission to keep the center going. Funds are running out, and she can't begin to fathom what would happen if the center closes.
So, they will be crying and it's no hope for them. I felt like if I go into that situation, I feel like the people is like lose hope. I will see all the sad faces and they all feel disappointed.
Without the center, the children would occupy their time doing other things.
Yeah, they're going to go back and maybe help their mother, the parents to boil fish, or maybe the children will go and working. It's not their age to work. They might go to the factory, or sometimes it's like hiding the police and working in the construction place and to carry the heavy stone, heavy cement. Some of the children not even 10 years old. They already had been carrying the big bag of cement. The children can get exploited in the workplaces. You know, like they are very young, and when they have no work or it's like no education, they just hanging around, and it getting in the workplace, it can be dangerous for them. And they can be also disappointed from the people surround them, also lead them to the drug, and sometimes it's selling drug that the children don't know what is right or wrong.
The Good Shepherd Order works for the betterment of all children who are in need, especially those who are marginalized or exploited. The 160 children in the center come from the Burmese migrant communities at the dry fish factories and construction sites around Phuket.
We are trying to teaching the language skill for the children, because we have seen a lot of the children, especially because we are serving the migrants, they cannot talk, they cannot speak the Thai language. They are also get exploited, you know, and they're living with fear because they don't have the language skill. And we can see if they can get the language skill, the children will be able to go better for their life. Like maybe they can go to the Thai public school or go further to be able to do a better job.
There are many more kids who also deserve this break, but the center is already running at maximum capacity. At times, the numbers push to 240, stretching its resources even further. If funds are not forthcoming, it could only mean hope will dissipate too. The children would end up in the same predicament as when they had first arrived. 9-year-old Ma Zin Mar Zoe's dream is to be a nurse when she grows up. Her sole intention is to put food on the table and to make her parents happy.
I want to be a nurse so that the family can be proud of me, and I can also earn money to give them. My mother has to look for vegetables to pluck and sell in the market. This Sunday, she couldn't find any to sell in the market, and she couldn't work. So there was no food on the table. My father is sick, and there was no one working except my sister who looks after old folks.
These children who have journeyed with their parents across the border understand hardship and hunger from a very young age. It is their whole reality.
And I think the center is always giving them for this opportunity that they also can be able to stand on their own and empower the children themselves also to be able to choose, like to say that they have their right, they can be able to do the best for them. There are many reasons why the children leave the center also. Sometimes some of the children graduate and they are on the age that they are able to work. Some of them can get a good job into different places around in Phuket. But some that is also like moving without finishing the school because of the parents' job, they are moving around. And some is moved to go further education because some it can enter into the Thai public school. Some it also can continue their education in Burma. At the present time, we have about 19 staff, teacher and staff, together. And then between 160 to 170 according to the children that come each day. It means altogether is almost nearly 200 people that we are serving in the center every day. And the cook, we also cooking for the children as well as cook for the teacher. Together every day we had to spend maybe almost about 3,500 baht a day to cook for the children. We count like maybe 10 children, about 1 kilo of rice, something.
For many children, lunch at the center is their only meal for the day. 60% of the center's expenses come from a foreign funder. The remainder comes from individual donors and people who give in kind. Sister Lakan is anxious because this main funder will withdraw its facility by May 2018, this year. It needs about 300,000 to 350,000 Thai baht per month to run the center, with salary making up half the total amount. 30 to 40% of it goes to food and the rest for healthcare programs.
If the main sponsor that had going to stop, that is our problem will be, and that is we have to stop giving the lunch program for the children. That is the main of the expense that we had the most at the present time when you are compared with the other.
Sister Lakana was first sent here on a mission to work on human trafficking issues. While searching for information on this, she came across many children who were running around hot boilers in the Angkarn fish boiling work area. And from here, she diverted her attention to providing a safe haven for these children to study. She approached the factory owner, who agreed to let her set up a center in the vicinity.
And that's why she gave a little bit of like the small hut that we can operate to give the children tuition or to be able to learn the Burmese. In the beginning, we only teach the Burmese because we have only one Burmese teacher.
As word spread, the number of students quickly grew. 2 years later, the owner told them to leave because the place became too small and unsafe. After leaving the small hut, Lakana managed to persuade friends of Good Shepherd, who came together to build the present center in 2012.
You see, I believe in the dignity of the person, and also is as a Good Shepherd, we always believe that one person is more value than the whole world. And whatever we do, we are trying to do the best for the person.